Hello everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays or season greetings, whichever one you prefer. So wherever you are in the world or whatever you may be going through, I want to take this moment to wish you a blessed, prosperous and beautiful holiday season. One that is filled with light, filled with joy, and especially filled with love. And in this season of joy, I want to reflect on a very simple but very powerful truth. A truth that can change the way we see one another, the way we treat each other, and even the way we live our own lives. And it begins with these beautiful few lines of poetry that goes like this. A song is not a song until you sing it. A bell is not a bell until you ring it. Love in your heart wasn't meant to stay. Love is not love until you give it away. Such a beautiful and short poem, yet so profound and is packed with so much meaning. Such simple words, but they hit straight at the heart, don't they? I mean, think about it. A song isn't really a song until someone dares to lift their voice and sing it. And a bell just sits in silence until someone reaches out and rings it. And most importantly, most beautifully, love. That most powerful and gentle force that we long for wasn't put inside of you just to stay hidden. No. And that love is not love until you give it away, until you share it with someone else. That is what we celebrate during this sacred time of year. Yes, love. And I truly believe Christmas is a time when we remind ourselves that sharing is far more meaningful than receiving. It's a time when we remember that generosity is what can truly light up someone else's dark world. And that is what I want to explore with you today. That deep magic that happens when we open our hearts, when we take the love that we so often keep tucked inside and let it shine outward. Because if we take a moment and we look back at the true spirit of Christmas, whatever our beliefs, we see a story of profound, selfless, humble love. Because you see, in the Christian tradition, the birth of Jesus, as he is most commonly known as, or Yeshua, or Emmanuel, or the Christ, the birth of him is a powerful reminder that light can enter even the humblest of places, and that one life, one small light, can illuminate the entire world. And across so many cultures and traditions, this time of year is dedicated to sharing warmth during the coldest days by lighting candles, sharing food, exchanging gifts, and gathering together in the spirit of love and unity. That's because there's a deep knowing within our hearts that we need one another, that we are most alive, most joyful, and most human when we take that light that's been given to us and we simply give it away, because we recognize that love and kindness is a gift. So I want you to think for a moment about kindness. You know, those small and seemingly insignificant acts that can change someone's day or even someone's life forever? Kindness. Kindness is one of the most beautiful forms of love because it's gentle, it's unexpected, and often given with no thought of getting anything in return. Maybe it's that smile you offer a stranger on the train, on the subway, or the bus stop. Maybe it's a heartfelt message to a friend you haven't spoken to in a long time. Maybe it's showing patience to someone who's feeling scared, frustrated, anxious, or overwhelmed. Or maybe it's going out of your way to help someone in need, even if that need is only to help that person to feel seen and heard by letting them know that you care. And the amazing thing about love and kindness is that they multiply and they grow. Because you see, when you show someone that you care, you send ripples out into the world. And now that person, they feel lighter. They feel loved. And now they're more likely to go out and share that same light, that same love, and the same kindness with someone else. And then, in the same spirit of love and unity, there's forgiveness. And I honestly and sincerely believe that forgiveness is one of the most powerful expressions of love we can give to ourselves and to others. It's not always easy, and it doesn't mean forgetting or excusing pain, bad behavior, suffering, or abuse. Not at all. But what forgiveness does is that it releases you from the weight of anger, from the weight of hate, and the shackles of resentment. Because when we forgive, we set our own hearts free from those shackles. I mean, just imagine if this Christmas you can make one brave decision to forgive someone who has wronged you. It might take time, yes. It might take courage, but it will also make your spirit lighter. Your heart will become more open, and that is a profound gift. And if someone needs to forgive you, don't be too proud to seek that forgiveness. Say I'm sorry and mean it. Show that you're willing to do the work to repair what was broken. And when you do this, you're showing the world that love is bigger than mistake and stronger than pride. And then we have generosity. Yes, when most people think of Christmas, they think of generosity. They think about wrapped packages under a twinkling tree, and that's a lovely tradition. But generosity is so much bigger than anything we can buy. Generosity is sharing your time. It's sharing your energy, your talents, and your compassion. It's showing up for someone who is sick, afraid, or lonely. It's spending an extra moment of your time really listening when someone needs to talk. It's stepping up to help someone through their struggles, not with pity, but with respect and with grace. And it's also the generosity you show yourself. Let's not forget, showing yourself love, kindness, forgiveness is a form of generosity. That's something we sometimes forget. Because many times, especially if you are a kind, loving, and empathetic person, you give and you give. You constantly put others first, sometimes even to the detriment of your own health. And you forget that you also deserve rest, that you deserve self-care, and you deserve your own grace, forgiveness, and compassion as you navigate life's ups and downs. But I'm here to remind you that being loving, being forgiving, and compassionate to yourself is also a profound and powerful way to practice love. And having said all of that, you might be thinking, well, that's all so beautiful, but it's just for Christmas. And yes, that's true. But I also want to encourage you. Let's not stop after December 25th. Let's not stop after December 31st. Let's not stop at the end and the closing of 1 year. But let's move it forward. Because imagine if we could hold on to this spirit all year long. Imagine if every single day we took a few minutes to reflect on how we can give our love away that very same day. Maybe that means reaching out to someone who's feeling forgotten. Maybe that means making an extra meal for a friend, for a neighbor. Maybe that means forgiving yourself for not being perfect, for simply being human. Or maybe that means telling someone you love them, you appreciate them, simply because they exist. That's what true transformative love looks like. And that's what this season reminds us of. So this Christmas, my friends, remember that you have a light inside of you, a light that grows brighter every time you give it away. Your song isn't really a song until you decide to sing it. Your bell, it isn't really a bell until you pick that bell up and you ring it. And your love, that beautiful love inside of your heart, was never meant to stay tucked away inside of you. It was meant to be given away joyfully and freely. So let's make this holiday and every day that follows a chance and an opportunity to show up for one another, to practice kindness, to offer forgiveness, and to live generously with all that we have. And as we do, we'll find that love returns to us in countless ways, often when we least expect it, often more beautifully than we could ever imagine. And that, my friends, is the miracle of Christmas. That is the magic of sharing our hearts. And that is what I wish for you this season and all year long. And so as you go into this Christmas, I want to leave you with a simple, heartfelt question. How will you give your love away this Christmas? How will you extend forgiveness? And if you feel inspired, I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's encourage one another to help to make this world, our world, a brighter, warmer, and a more forgiving place for all. And as always, I thank you for listening. I thank you for being here. And from my heart to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. See you again next time.